The Lime Walk, Chapter 2. Lambert Jardine, unlike the former owner of Linden, was in evidence everywhere, questioning the established way of doing things. He must, by my reckoning, have an enormously rich, but yet he began to pare away expenditure almost at once. Long-serving staff were unceremoniously dismissed with an extra week's wage, as if their years of loyal servitude were of no consequence. Nor were they to Jardine. He was no true gentleman, and his colonial drawl offended the men's lugs. They called him Coddy Jardine behind his back, by which they meant he was full of false pride. A white-faced Adam Brooke came to me at the end of a busy Friday to tell me that he had lost his place for no good reason. Apparently I was now under gardener. On being told by Jardine that his wage would have been to be reduced, Brooke had reminded his employer that he had a large family to support and another child on the way. It was exactly the excuse Jardine had been seeking. He accused Addy of disrespect and told him to be out of Gardiner's cottage within a fortnight. I wasn't around the place much longer, and never discovered what became of poor Addy, his pretty wife Dulcie, and their numerous children. As under gardener, I now took my orders from the head gardener, Mr. Wade Southwood. Jardine had realised that Southwood was irreplaceable. Mr. Southwood's position was unassailable because the whole of the estate's yield was dependent upon his vast experience and accumulated knowledge of horticulture. I was safe for the moment because my wage would be a great deal lower than that Adam Brooke had been receiving after years of working his way up the ladder. Now it comes to it, I have reached the point in my life story that I would willingly omit, but which I must face if I wish to call myself an honest man. Lambert Jardine, who was a well-made man in his late 20s, was evidently much taken with budding and Mary Emma's charms. One morning he sent for me. Apparently he wished to discuss a matter that concerned my position at Linden. Naturally, I assumed it had to do with my duties, as under gardener had speculated as to what this misdemeanour he could justly accuse me of committing. But I was never one to meet trouble halfway, and despite being in my working clothes, took myself to Jardine's study via the servants' entrance.